Hello everybody, my name is Brock, and today I am going to show you how to build this Basalt Delta starter base in Minecraft 1.16. This is a fun twist on a traditional mountainside base built into the cliffside of a Basalt Delta. Inside, you'll find everything you need to survive in the new Nether, including a respawn anchor, lodestone, brewing and crafting, smelting, an automatic food source, storage, full enchanting setup, your very own Piglin to barter with, as well as a portal back to the overworld. I will go ahead and flash the world seed on the screen right now if you wanted to follow exactly along with me. However, just know that you are totally free to build this in your own world, in your own Basalt Delta, and it will work just fine. Shown here is the material list for what you will need for this build. I want to go ahead now and make the disclaimer that anything you see in large quantities might not be 100% accurate, but I did my best to make them as accurate as possible. First, place 3 shroomlights side by side, followed by an upside down stair, a right side up stair, and then another upside down stair in the pattern below, and do that on both sides. Then cover the front and top sides of the shroomlights with trapdoors, and then the bottom side with slabs. Go ahead and repeat this pattern all the way around until you are left with a circle. Like so. Next, dig a 5 by 5 by 5 hole into the side of the mountain. And then fill in the front layer with glass. Then go ahead and cover the outside layer of the glass with blackstone brick or any other blackstone variant that you'd like. Then take some of your crimson slabs and fill them in like so. Go ahead and lower the floor by 1 and then extend the room back out by 2 more blocks. Then you can fill the floor in with crimson half slabs. After that, go ahead and bust out 1 more layer on the left hand side and then fill in the bottom layer with your crimson half slabs. Go ahead and do this on the other side as well. After that, go ahead and break a couple of blocks on the left hand side and fill in with the light source of your choice. I'm using shroomlights, you can use whatever you'd like. And then fill in the blocks on the outside with your blackstone walls. On the opposite side, go ahead and replace 4 of your crimson slabs with obsidian and then build up on both sides to make the nether portal as high as you'd like. And once you do that, cover both sides of the portal with your blackstone walls with optional light sources behind them, and then fill in the middle of your portal with the blackstone walls as well. Then, on the left hand side, place a barrel down with a hopper facing into it. Go ahead and cover each side with some more walls, and then face a dispenser facing downwards right above where the piglin will be standing. And then feel free to fill in the back walls to make it look a bit more neat, and then once you do that, go ahead and get your piglin in there and then cover the front with glass. For the ceiling, go ahead and take out 1 more layer from the top, and then fill in the outer 5 by 5 ring with shroomlights and then cover them on the outside with trapdoors. Lastly, the middle 3 by 3 section, fill those in with your crimson half slabs. And that's your ceiling. And then to finish off this room, go ahead and fill in the top layer with some crimson slabs. Now go ahead and dig 1 more block in. And then take your polished basalt and build it up along either side as a pillar, and then 1 row along the bottom and 1 row along the top, as you see here. And then go ahead and fill in each corner with a crimson stair. You might as well get used to this design because this is what we're going to be using for all of our intersections. Go ahead and dig 5 more blocks in. And then from there, you're going to go ahead and replace the floor with the same way we had it in the other room. And finally, go ahead and bust down one block on all three sides and mimic the same intersection that we just made. And then go ahead and use the same roof design with the shroom lights going all the way around and then the half slabs in the middle. Next, on the right hand side, we are going to dig 5 more blocks in. And then on the left, right, and back side, go ahead and fill those in with your polished black stone walls with, of course, your light sources hidden behind. Go ahead and carry on with the same floor design and then fill in all the corners with your polished basalt just like we have been. And as you might have guessed, the roof is going to keep on with the same design that we have been using. To finish off our enchantment room, go ahead and fill in the corners with half slabs as you see here, and cover these with your bookshelves. Then leave one in the middle for your enchantment table, pop your anvil on the side, and put your chest wherever you'd like it. And there's our enchantment room, ladies and gentlemen. Now for the storage room, go to the opposite side of the enchantment room and dig out another 5x5x5 area. Also, continue on the basalt pillars as we have been, and use the same floor and ceiling design. Oh man, you guys, I knew I was bound to make some sort of a mistake, but our piglin is actually in the wrong spot, so if it's in its current spot, you won't have clearance to put your chest in your storage room. So all we have to do is move our piglin to the left 1 block as shown right here, and everything will work out just fine. On the left hand side, go ahead and dig 2 blocks in and then cover the background with your black stone walls. Replace the floor with some crimson slabs and then go ahead and place 4 rows of chests as shown here. And lastly, cover the chests with some crimson stairs. Go ahead here and repeat the same design for the back wall. Fill in some light sources and then fill in a ring of your black stone walls. And then fill in the middle 3x3 with some barrels. For the last room design, go ahead and mimic the same room design that we've been using with the same floor, same ceiling, and our basalt pillars. Bust out the left wall and then fill in 3 crimson planks with the cauldron on either side. Place a ring of your black stone walls around the outside and then fill in 3 brewing stands, 1 on each of the crimson planks, and then barrels on top. Then bust out the right wall and fill in another ring of your black stone walls. Followed by 3 furnaces, 3 blast furnaces, a crafting table, stone cutter, and a smithing table. You can really put them wherever you want. Then go ahead and place down a couple of your polished basalt pillars and place a respawn anchor as well as a lodestone on top of them. After that, go ahead and bust out the middle block and dig yourself 5 blocks down and 4 blocks to the right. From there, head out towards the edge of the Basalt Delta cliffside until you bust out. From there, place down your door and then place down a couple sets of black stone walls on both sides with some light sources hidden behind. You might have to do a little bit of terraforming into the mountain depending on where you're at in the Basalt Delta. Then cover the door with some half slabs to make a little arch. Dig out the inside of the room so that it's a 3x3 all the way throughout. And then pop an upside down stair on the inside right behind your door. Go ahead and fill in the middle section of your floor with your crimson planks, and then fill both sides of your hallway all the way down with some soul sand. And then go ahead and fill in both sides behind your soul sand with your black stone walls with the light sources behind it, just like we've been doing for the rest of the walls. Then go ahead and bust out the ceiling by 1 more and fill it in with your crimson half slabs. Make sure that you have the half slabs go a half block lower on each side so they connect nicely to your black stone walls. And when you get to the intersection, you're pretty much going to make the same exact intersection that you've been making, except it's going to be a 3x3 instead of a 5x5. Finally, fill in these floor blocks with some crimson slabs, and then on each side have some more black stone walls. To finish, have your polished basalt go up on either side, fill in the back wall with some crimson wood, put in your ladders, and then add your trapdoor, and you are pretty much all set. Oh, one more thing, go ahead and fill in these ceiling blocks with some more crimson planks. The outside path is pretty dependent on your terrain generation, so let's hop into a replay mod footage and I'll explain what I did. I started by carving out the rough shape I wanted the path to take, and then I went back through, dotting in some crimson wood, polished basalt, and blackstone to add a little bit of character, and I even hid some shroom lights below trapdoors for some additional lighting. And then to finish it off, I surrounded the whole thing with some fences and added in some lanterns. Lastly, I simply went around our hole in the side of the Basalt Delta and dotted in some regular old blackstone. I just think it adds a little bit of character and made the whole thing pop a little bit. But my friends, that is pretty much the base in a nutshell. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you enjoyed the tutorial. I had so much fun coming up with the design and showing it to you guys. I really do hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, please consider leaving a like, and if you want to see more content like this, consider subscribing. My name is Brock, and I will see you in the next one.